Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Coyote Picture Club, a show where each month we choose an actor and discuss their four best or four defining performances, the four films in which we think best encapsulate their career. This month, we're talking about Margot Robbie, our March Madness winner.
Woo!
The people have voted, said Margot Robbie is the best actor/actress under 40.
Yeah.
She kind of steamrolled to the end. I don't think...
Which is kind of what I thought was going to happen. Like, I didn't think anybody was going to beat her. I think it was kind of down to if the male competitor could take her in the end.
Yeah, and I do think, I mean, we'll get into it in this episode, but Robbie herself has become kind of the biggest star of a generation. A couple years ago, she was the highest grossing actor/actress of the year. Mm-hmm. People love Margot Robbie. People love these movies. Wolf of Wall Street, Suicide Squad. I guess people have Suicide Squad. I, Tonya, Barbie, Wuthering Heights just came out, and reactions are mixed, but it has its fans.
Yeah, like, that was the, like, Valentine's Day movie.
Yeah.
There was nothing competing with it. For the Canadians, I guess Nirvana the band, but it was never for the same audience.
No, and she's found a way to both work for a blockbuster audience in her Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, her performance as Harley Quinn, but also work for critics and the auteur-minded, and she's continually chose a lot of interesting projects. And I mean, we're talking about Wolf of Wall Street. A New York stockbroker refuses to cooperate in a large securities fraud case involving corruption on Wall Street, the corporate banking world, and mob infiltration, based on Jordan Belfort's autobiography, Martin Scorsese's maximalist masterpiece. Carly, what are we drinking today?
Today, I'm inspired by that iconic scene of Leo/Jordan Belfort on his yacht being interviewed by an FBI agent. I thought his glass of red wine looked very delicious, so we got a glass of Italian red wine.
From Martin Scorsese.
Yes, to indulge and take a
hold
sip.
it up.
I've never tried it before. We just like the label.
Dirt cheap at the LC.
Oh, yeah. We went into the LCBO wanting to get the Francis Ford Coppola wine because we're annoying like that, but they didn't have it. So we got the next best thing, which is whatever this is.
Cheers. Eric Cohn at IndieWire calls this a brazen 3-hour cinematic bender of sex and drugs set to the tune of financial chaos. Carly, why do you love Wolf of Wall Street?
I feel like I say this every time, but I love Wolf of Wall Street. I think this was my third viewing preparing for this podcast, and every single time, every 10 minutes, I go, oh, this is a great scene. Oh, this is a great scene. And it's just like this modern epic of excess and greed and capitalism that I think will stand the test of time, and I think we've seen since it's come out in like 2013, like it continues to have a life and people rewatch it, and just absolutely every single time you watch it you go, why didn't Leo win for this?
One of the best performances ever.
One of the best performances ever. Every time I see it I have to go and look at like the Oscars list and be like, hey, absolutely snubbed, absolutely robbed, but I think we take it for granted. But I do think it'll go down in history as one of those movies that is studied for character and plot, and honestly, editing didn't even get a nom, but like
Thelma Shoemaker, one of our great editors.
Yeah, we couldn't stop talking about like just how well edited it was, and it felt so fast, and it doesn't get old. It's always a great watch, and it takes you on all these highs and lows of. It's Jonah Hill's hilarious, and like all of the like the Quaalude scene where he's like dragging himself to the car is just an absolute riot. And then it also has a lot of emotional depth, even though you're not necessarily feeling for Jordan Belfort. It's not like, oh man, like, but he's just this boy at heart wanting to be
he's horrific.
Successful. He's horrible, so you get to feel for everybody around him, and you honestly, I love that like ending scene where you're just looking at all these people who are just waiting for someone to tell them how to make it, how to be successful in this in America and in the economy and society, and you just go, oh my god, it feels like a mirror reflecting back on us going, oh my god, how
the light in the back is almost like the cinema light.
Yeah, like how do you...
The projector whirring in the background.
Yeah, not that I want to be anything like Jordan Belfort, but like how does this happen, and how is this what we've been prescribed as the American dream? So well, I think it's fantastic.
I think you're spotlighting something interesting here, and it's what makes Wolf of Wall Street so interesting in general. Is I think Scorsese finds a way to look at the contradictions of how we see a person like this, which is both a disgust for his actions and the way he treats people and the systems that allow him to do these things, and you look on them with contempt. And there are times when Scorsese looks on at them with contempt. There are times when the camera seems to slow down and faces look grotesque. There are times when the party is on and it just looks gross. When it's like the cocaine is flying through the air and it's slow motion, you're watching almost individual muscle movements. When it's like slowed to a crawl, it looks terrible, and you hate the people involved because they're terrible people and they're taking advantage of others. The reason they have this is they're taking advantage of others. And in the end, they're not punished. And in many ways, I think a lot of people in 2013 found this so difficult to follow. I knew family members who walked out of the theater 20 minutes in. Just because I won't name names, but
no, call them out.
Won't name names. They're a little distant family, but they saw it on Christmas Day because of Leonardo DiCaprio, and they walked to the theater 20 minutes in. It was too much.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, Leo uses the word at one point where he says he describes it as the bacchanalia, and I've got the definition here: a wild drunken party where its members attempt to reach a higher consciousness, and that does seem true. And in many ways, it's all disgusting. Flip of the coin, you envy all of it.
Especially, and I absolutely felt that when in the kind of like end of the fourth act, when we see Kyle Chandler's character riding the subway, hurrah, he took him down, he sent him to prison, and everybody got a slap on the hand. He's still riding the subway to work.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to Kyle Chandler, who I think is truly phenomenal in this movie, and he grounds it in a really interesting way.
He had no reason to be this good. He was
No,
amazing.
there are a lot of roles in this that you don't need to cast as good of an actor as you did, and the actor kills it.
Totally.
But on the other hand, with envy, is you want that money.
Totally.
You want that house. You want that car. Leo's whole wardrobe is Giorgio Armani designed. You can look at the sketches of the suits online, and the beautiful suits, and everybody's dressed so well, and they eat so well, and they're surrounded by beautiful women. Margot Robbie, good looking woman. I gotta throw that out as a hot take on the pod. That Margot Robbie looks great in the movie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you envy it all. And it's that constant flip of the coin between the disgust at the actions of the disgust you feel towards the actions the characters are taking, and the envy with the results they get. And it's what Scorsese movies are so interesting in showing, is that he often makes movies about people who sell their soul for more. And he is selling it for these unchecked, unlimited riches. And at the end of the movie, he's mad he doesn't have more soul to sell. There's no more rope. He's done. He doesn't have anything left to give or sell or anybody left to take money from. It's when his dad is like, you've got all the money in the world, you need everybody else's.
Yeah.
Curly, is this Margot Robbie's best performance?
I think so.
I agree.
As much as it wasn't, and she has so many amazing movies, and she's become so iconic in the cultural zeitgeist. Visually, she has so many characters that you're immediately recognizable. Your Barbie, your Suicide Squad, the Wolf of Wall Street, that turquoise dress. She just has so many amazing looks and so many characters that she's known for. And I think probably the most popular one would be Barbie. People know her as Barbie, and there was a lot of outcry for why wasn't she nominated and this and that. And I think she's good in Barbie, but I think she's just she's a rocket. She just every time she's on screen, she's just electric, and she works so well. And it's so surprising that this is her film debut, because she just
second movie.
Sorry, but is this her first big break?
Yeah, it's her break.
It's her big break, and she's walks onto her Scorsese set, and she knows exactly what she's doing. We feel for her, but we also envy her and we hate her at moments, especially when she's caught cheating, and like when Leo's wife catches her cheating.
Kristen Melody.
Kristen Melody. I just feel everything towards her, but I think she really nails just how, not even naive, I think is the wrong word, but like she understands this business that she's like marrying into, but she still like is so strong, and it's so satisfying when she finally walks away with her kids and she gets what she deserves, a whole load of money and her own family, and she gets a chance to start anew. But yeah, no, she's just absolutely breathtaking in this. She looks phenomenal. Like, I don't understand how she's able to walk on, do like all the nudity and just be kind of like what people would probably just like, they would diminish her to like a sex symbol or awesome. She's just gonna play like the hot blonde and everything. And has she? Yes, but she's done so much more than that. Like, we've been able to see her action chops, and she's hilarious, and she can
hold a dramatic lead.
Totally.
I mean, that's such a reason why we're doing I, Tonya.
Yeah, like she is able to go toe for toe with Leo, and literally everybody in this movie
win scenes against Leo. I don't think anybody else. I love Jonah Hill, but every scene she's in with Leo, she wins the scene.
Yeah.
If we can use a Bill Simmonsism.
Yeah.
She does. She dominates.
The MVP.
She dominates the screen whenever she's on it. Got a couple notes here. Belfort's trophy wife. That's who she's playing. Mm-hmm. The Duchess of Bay Ridge. Mm-hmm. She's an empty, vacant person with no interest or passion besides the money of whoever. An empty, vacant person who has no interest or passion besides the money of whomever she is with. Mm-hmm. There's no relationship besides their sex and their love of money.
Yeah.
They do not talk about They do not talk about things that are not money. Neither knows anything else. Yeah. Such an amazing performance because Robbie takes a role that could have been played by any hot woman and turns it into something truly iconic. Yeah. Creates a real sympathy for this character in the third act. She grounds this character when it could be easy to get caught up in the exhilaration and the maximalism of the film. Yeah. There's a worse version of this movie where you just cast a model. Yeah. You cast whoever is, I don't know, whoever's the hot model at the time. Yeah. And they're blonde and they become Belfort's object of infatuation, and we understand their role in the movie. Yeah. And I don't say this to diminish Margot Robbie, I say this to build her up. Mm-hmm. But she's taking a role of someone who's very nothing and creating something with a real like pathos. Yeah. Where you have a real feeling for this character, where everything she's saying is iconic, where she's winning scenes, where she's dominating conversations. Yeah. There are so many moments, the affair, the way she seduces him, the argument in the bedroom, that post time skip at the 1 hour mark, that final fight in the bedroom or in the upstairs of the house where she comes in on Belfort sniffing cocaine. She's like, look at yourself, you're pathetic. There are so many moments that because of the script and Leo and Scorsese were going to be good no matter who played them. Totally. Because of the way this role is set up and how, I don't want to say how little is asked, but how little is needed. Yeah. But because you have someone who is one of the best actors / actresses of their generation, she kills it. Yeah. These become some of the most memorable scenes. The wedding, when she sees Aunt Emma and she's like, oh my god. Even moments like that, her seeing the yacht. She's in this movie in such sparse moments. It feels like she shows up for one scene every 20 minutes. Yeah. And she kills it. Yeah. And it just gives this movie so much, her involvement in it. Totally. I mean, we'll get more to everything else in the movie, but I wanted to start with Robbie because this is her series. Yeah. And it's a performance that truly shows what she can bring to a movie. Totally. And it's really everything. It shows every side of her. Like, it does. It's a great performance, and we're going to be talking about a lot of great performances. I don't like her in Suicide Squad. I mean, we'll talk about that. But I do really like her in I, Tonya, and I love her in Barbie. And I do think there's a reason this was a breakthrough performance. And it's because she just steals the movie in a lot of ways. Yeah, totally. She's incredible in it. Yeah, it's so cool to see how she can, like, I'm, like, the hottest person you've ever seen, but I'm also, like, gonna just run Hollywood from here. I'll take it from here.
Like, she knows how to pick a movie, too. Like, she knows how to pick a role. Like, she does Suicide
She's
Squad
got
to
great
get her...
taste. She does.
Yeah, Suicide Squad is not amazing.
Yeah, we'll talk about this, but she's 3 years into her career, and it's a franchise that she's basically promised to co-lead with Will Smith.
Totally.
The Millennium?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Will Smith fans, rise up.
I'm not a Will Smith fan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, she's phenomenal in this.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street, an epic of American greed and hedonistic excess, a dark satire of our economic landscape and the hustlers and salesmen who forever run it. She convinces us of a person who's been swindled. Mm-hmm. That's what her character is there for.
Yeah.
And she brings us through that emotional arc.
Totally.
She brings us through the initial attraction of the money. Mm-hmm. She brings us through the immediate conflict with it and obvious fallout.
Yeah, and she's more than just like I find sometimes these roles of like, I don't know, I haven't seen all of Mad Men, but like the roles like the Don Draper's wife or like just like the stay at home.
I disagree,
like,
January Jones
I'm
is
not
phenomenal.
saying that she's not good. I'm saying that type of role where it's just like you're the rich leading man's stay at home wife can sometimes, I'm not saying in the case of Mad Men, but can sometimes just be like her main like conflict in life is I'm so bored, like I'm gonna do yoga.
The bad version of this is
yeah,
Ana de Armas in War Dogs.
Right.
That's the bad version of this. That is, what if you just had someone who's hot who bitched and complained? And I think Ana de Armas is a genuinely good actress. No Time to Die, she's great in. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of a fan of Blonde.
Oh God.
But she's not good in that movie at all. Mm-hmm. There's truly nothing to work with.
Yeah.
And it's the bad version of this role, and you see what happens when this role in this type of movie is done poorly and has poor writing.
Yeah, and it's not even like she's, her breaking point is, oh my God, you cheated on me. Like, it's so much more than that. Like, she knows that she literally stole him from his wife. Like, she knows that this is a disloyal guy. And she has that amazing scene. What are you, a fucking owl? Like,
He referenced, that's been said twice so far in episodes
like,
we've covered.
So good. Like, she comes in and she has that amazing scene, and it's hilarious and also, like, just sad, but like that's also not her character where it's like if you cheat on me I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna like cut that bitch up. Like she has so much more depth in that, which she really makes Naomi feel like a really real person, which is like so amazing to watch.
100%.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort. Mm-hmm. One of the great on-screen performances.
Oh my God,
in the history of ever. Like it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's probably his best performance.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to be a contrarian little shit and say I like Frank Abagnale in Catch If You Can, or
I don't think is an unpopular opinion. Like, that's a phenomenal performance.
I like to throw out Ernest Burkhart in Kings of the Flower Moon. Howard Hughes in The Aviator.
That's a good one. That one is balls to the walls for sure, though.
I love him in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but he's incredible in this.
Yeah, I think he's crazier in The Aviator, low-key, than he is in this.
Oh, I love him in The Aviator.
Yeah, like, which is kind of goes to show, like,
part of the reason why it's fun to do Wolf of Wall Street with Margot Robbie is that when we inevitably do Leonardo DiCaprio, one of the best actors of all time, underrated by the fucking Academy.
Oh my God.
Should have won this year.
Yeah. Sorry, we're standing on business this episode. He should have won.
He's consistently phenomenal.
Yeah.
We'll do him eventually, but we'll probably fit Aviator in there. I'll find a way.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to talk to the producers about that one. Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is Jordan Belfort. Yeah. In his words, a money-crazed little shit. Mm-hmm. He is greed and excess incarnate. He's a man who sells his soul for unlimited riches and only wishes he had more soul to sell. Mm-hmm. What do you think of him?
Think of Leo in this movie? Yeah. I was like, my thoughts on Jordan Belfort?
Well, we've already agreed we love him.
Yes, of course. This is a phenomenal performance. And he absolutely, like, gets lost in this role for, like, not in like a method way. I think I'm probably referring to that because we did just watch Suicide Squad as well, which Jared Leto is insane and it doesn't improve the performance at all. But no, I absolutely lose Leo in this role. When I'm watching it, I don't see Leo, and it's not even like, oh, he looks so much like Jordan Belfort. Like, all I can see is Jordan Belfort when it's
incredible service to Jordan Belfort.
Oh yeah,
I wish Leo played me in a movie.
Yeah, totally. I wish Leo played me in a movie too. But like, No, and it's because sometimes I find biopics can sometimes just get completely lost in like you have to do the accent, you have to look like them, and you have to like, I don't know, put on prosthetics and just like we'll convince the audience if he looks a lot like him. But I'm like, they did such a good job with like, I think all he did was like dye his hair darker, but like maybe he looks a little tanner in this, but he just, it doesn't matter that he looks a lot like him. Not everybody knows what Jordan Belfort looks like anyways. He just like, he completely took on like his like, I don't even like, I don't even have a lot to compare it to, but I feel like he did such a good job at like, that is who this guy is, and that is who scarily a lot of like young men can be influenced into wanting to be like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Leo is at his best when he's playing a con man of some sort. Yeah. I mean, I think there's the two phases of Leo DiCaprio, which is Leo plays a con man. That is Frank Abagnale. That's Jack Dawson in Titanic. In some ways, that is Howard Hughes. Yeah. In the way he maneuvers through these political systems and these kind of, I guess, engineering and filmmaking worlds that he's a part of. He's playing a con man. Yeah. Even in the part that he's playing a con man, he's trying to con people into believing that he's the real thing. And in this, he's playing the ultimate con man. Yeah,
and he is, like, the way he directly talks to the camera, he's trying to con us into believing him, which completely nails the tone of this film, because it is a satire, it is a dark comedy, like, so that he's talking to us like a fucking infomercial, like
they're almost like, and there are times when the cracks of that show through, like there are these many almost like David Foster Wallace-esque footnotes throughout it, where he'll be talking with someone and be like, oh, by the way, they killed himself because of this. Anyway, on to the next thing. Yeah. Oh, he died of a heart attack because he did way too many drugs. On to the next thing. And there are about 4 times I could count. I wasn't really actively counting, to be honest. I'm more always overwhelmed by it. I'm always into it. Where there are these footnotes of him showing the misery his broken deals cause. The promises that he cannot fulfill, they cause damage in the outside world. Damage he doesn't think about. Damage he doesn't care about.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But they cause damage, and there are continually these footnotes to remind us of that throughout this ongoing 3-hour-long con of the audience. Yeah. Which ends, as like you said at the beginning of the episode, with us all looking at him in both admiration and disgust.
Yeah, and what I kind of realized on this watch is that he's constantly telling people and trying to convince himself and convince others that, like, anybody can do this. I just worked really hard. I don't believe in luck. But I think I realized on this watch, like, deep down, he doesn't believe that anybody can do what he did. Like, because he very much, he's a narcissist, and he's got this huge ego, and as much as other people are getting rich with him, and he has these moments where he's like, I brought you up from nothing, and I'll bring you on to work on my staff, but, like, he can teach other people his skills, but he's fucking Jordan Belfort.
Well, I also think to fully get political here and talk about how these kind of men influence other young men, and there are young people who do get swept up in this. And I guess there are people who somehow think Jordan Belfort's a good guy, or find him admirable, or even just like the party shit. It's very easy to be swept up in that. Totally. And in many ways, I don't even like fully blame them. Like, that's part of Scorsese's intent. I don't know, Scorsese's not puritanical about this. There is his thoughts almost on that kind of Catholic guilt of understanding that sin is wrong but continuing to want to sin. There is stuff like that in it. But to fully get political with this, the thing that was bouncing around in my mind throughout the episode is the recent Trump quote where he talks about how he likes to hang out with losers because they listen to his success stories. Yeah. Which he said to an entire audience of his supporters. I don't think Jordan Belfort would go that far and say that, which is a little funny to say. But there is something to that, which Jordan Belfort hangs out with fucking losers.
Yeah, and as much as
Donnie Azoff is a loser. Yeah. Chester's a loser. John Bernthal is the coolest guy he knows, and he lives in his mom's house. His introduction is him being like, Mom, where's the chicken?
Yeah,
like,
asking high school girls to swing by later. Like, he's just an absolute piece of shit.
And that's the coolest guy Jordan Belfort knows.
Yeah, but, like, he doesn't sell out his friends at the first sign of trouble, but, like, he kind of does a little bit. He does warn Donnie, like, don't perjure yourself. Like,
yes, he
I'm
does
wearing
do
a
that.
wire.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, he's not selling everybody out going, I wasn't the only one. Like,
Yeah.
he, like, I don't know. And maybe a part of the reason why is that, like, everything is under his name. And if other people look bad, he looks bad. But he does know that he's the best. He doesn't want to leave. Like, he's told to resign. He can't.
There's an ego in it, yes.
Yeah, totally.
And
Leo does a really good job at selling that.
I mean, every 10 minutes he's also making a face you did not know human
Oh
beings are
my
capable of
God.
making. That was my
Leo
review
is so
from a few years
iconic
ago.
in this. Like, every 10 minutes is another meme that I've seen
Yes.
circulating. Like,
You
his
hear Leo
dancing.
face in this movie? His dancing's phenomenal. I think of that
It's
all
so-
the time.
I didn't know he could move like that. Even when he, like, swings his leg up to open the car door. Like, he's so
there's
physical.
so many slapstick moments to it.
Yeah.
So much of it's a physical performance.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's like going through the crowd after the monologue, which we'll get to, but it's one of these great movie monologues. I think the second I saw it, like, influenced everything I've ever written since.
Mm-hmm.
And even when he's walking through the crowd after that, and he's banging the microphone at the top of his head, and he's got like this like underbite, like dog pit bull thing going on.
He's constantly, like, drooling and using his teeth.
He
He's
is
animalistic.
Yeah, there is something to that, and he almost looks inhuman at times.
Yeah.
There's something demonic. At the same time, it is funny. Once again, we get that contradiction. He's a delight in this movie.
He's just working on a level I haven't seen anywhere else.
It's a medium-defining performance.
Yeah, and I'm like, so should I kind of refuse to watch Dallas Buyers Club because I'm like, there's no way Matthew McConaughey is better in that than him.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's going to be one of the performances we look back at forever, and I also think Leo becomes so underrated because he's such a technical actor. For Leo, we do take him for granted.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a job for him, though.
Yeah.
You know that shit with Daniel Day-Lewis, where he, like, I don't know, lives in the fucking woods, and then he comes back and he's got a new voice, and he looks at the camera and he just mugs, like, whatever. Leo, there's so many behind the scenes videos of this movie, and he just, like, snaps into character. It's a technical thing for him. It's a job. He's planned and he's rehearsed. I say this as a compliment to Leo. He is a professional, and he shows up and he just kills these roles, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And he fits so well into Martin Scorsese's world. Scorsese.
What a guy.
The best director of all time.
Yeah. Like, we were talking about, like...
Maybe my favorite artist ever.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite artist
We were talking
ever.
about, like, our, like, Scorsese movie rankings, and truly, like, close your eyes, pick 5 of Scorsese's films, and say those are your top 5. Respect. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, and you were talking it, like, earlier about, like, it's crazy that he made this at, like, 60-something. Like, not because...
71.
Like, 71.
Filmed at 70, released at 70. Filmed when he was 70, released at 71. It has the energy and the flashiness of a much younger filmmaker. Like, I think of the early movies of PTA a lot in terms of, like, what does a young filmmaker movie look like? Also, like, Pulp Fiction, where they're flashy and they break the form and they're fast. They've got an energy. They got something to prove. Scorsese has nothing to prove, and he continually puts out masterpieces in his 70s.
Like, he knows people who come and watch Leo do literally whatever.
Yep.
And it's still, like, pushing the boundaries and pushing the medium to its fullest potential.
I just want to go over real quick, kind of, Scorsese's crime movies and the way they act as deconstructions of the American dream through the lens of crime, as well as a history lesson of where we are. Also, how this crime interacts with different parts of American life. Because I think he's saying something broader with all of these movies, and I'm sure we'll talk about some of these movies in the future. But I kind of want to look at how Wolf of Wall Street fits into the filmography as a whole. This is my Scorsese nerd moment.
Nerd out.
Goodfellas and Mean Streets are criminals of the street and of nightclubs and back alleys. They are the human everyday want for more through unregulated ambition. Casino is the violent expansion of America into the desert and delves into people who destroyed what could have been an Eden. Gangs of New York looks at these violent origins of America and how the land of opportunity was already tainted long before people realized it could be. Wolf of Wall Street is white-collar criminals and the shady salesmen who stole everything they could, raised on the idea that anything was for the taking and could be theirs. Irishman is the paranoia of the 60s and the legacy of guilt that this crime causes for most individuals who partake. Belfort has no guilt.
No, I wouldn't say he has a conscience.
I also love this Will Sloan quote from a review of Irishman. Goodfellas, Casino, and The Wolf of Wall Street are about men who revel in the spoils of crime before falling back to earth. At the end, their main regret is that the glory didn't last longer. That's building on a great Ebert quote about Goodfellas, which is that Goodfellas is a movie about a man who sells his soul until he has no soul left to sell, and his only regret is that he didn't have more. Something that I did reference in terms of Belfort early on. But I think all this kind of looks at Scorsese's crime movies are something bigger than being just fun and technically exhilarating and having these morally complex characters. I think he is saying so much about society, how it was formed, how it was built. He's looked at the 60s and the 90s and the 50s and the origin of America through these movies. And I do find sometimes, and this is my pet peeve, and I know part of it is I'm a bit of a Scorsese nerd. This is I said my favorite artist ever, probably. These movies say something overarching about the country and overarching about who we are and act as this terrific narrative into each other. Yeah. They are all truly phenomenal, and I just kind of wanted to spotlight for a second Wolf of Wall Street's place within that mosaic.
Yeah, totally. That was very, very well said.
But thank you.
Yeah, no, it's the white collar crime, contemporary, and we're seeing how that kind of affects like current viewers. There is the stereotype around the guy that loves Wolf of Wall Street. You know what I mean?
That's like, me.
No, not as a respect for the art and the film of it and the performances. But
no, like, I love Jordan Belfort. I keep putting this on record.
Yes, of course, and you can quote that. But like there's always this concern around like, is this a responsible movie because Jordan Belfort doesn't get any consequences and we can watch him. He went from rags to riches and anybody can do this, and it looks so fun and it's so indulgent, and there's all of these amazing things that he gets because he is acting the way he is and because he's selling his soul. It's always, people talk about the concern for the impression it's supposed to make. Is this really a satire? Is Scorsese glorifying this? And I really think
the answer to all of it is almost yes.
But like, no, it's so much more than that. And I think if people do watch this movie and go, yeah, I love Jordan Belfort, that just shows that it's not just a product of this movie, but that there is just the inherent in this capitalistic society, the reward you get for just selling yourself and for just making money, and no matter what it takes, get that fucking cash, bro.
Yeah, and look at what you can buy with it.
I know, you can get so many hookers and so many big houses and cars. Mm-hmm.
This sounds all great. This is why Jordan Belfort's so cool. I think that was well said. It's an incredible movie. Mm-hmm. It really is. I've seen it, like probably 10 times, all things said. Mm-hmm. I watched this movie in full today before we did the podcast. I'd watched a good hour of it on cable like 2 weeks before. Mm-hmm. It is a movie that in university is just always on. Mm-hmm. It's one of those university classics that everybody knows and everybody loves, and it's always on. Mm-hmm. I've seen it a million times in full. I saw it in high school. It might have been elementary school I saw it for the first time. Early high school, late elementary school.
I think I watched it for the first time in grade 12 or the year after.
I would have seen it much younger. Blew my fucking mind. Yeah. I would have seen Goodfellas shortly before this, and it took me out. Like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
And I do think part of that is seeing it at a young age, and I found at a young age you're drawn to a lot of movies that are adult. Mm-hmm. I mean, the kids these days aren't. They're drawn to fucking Minecraft. Roblox. But there is something about when you're a kid and you're getting into art that you're drawn to things that are the exterior is mature. Mm-hmm. And Wolf of Wall Street has some violence, a little bit, mm-hmm. but it also has a lot of sex and a lot of swearing. It held the record for F words for a while.
Oh,
Does
really?
it still have it? I think it might have the record for most times people said fuck. Mm-hmm. It's there's an exterior that's mature. Mm-hmm. And I latched onto that, and I thought it was interesting, and it was so adult.
Yeah.
And it's a movie that, I mean, now we're talking about it 9-10 years after I first saw it, and it just grows on me. And it
Yeah, it
takes
still
on
feels
these
new.
it takes on these new meanings depending on where I am.
Yeah.
But in high school, I do have to say there is a part of it where I was just like, holy shit, look at this lifestyle. Obviously, he's terrible. I knew at the end he's terrible. But there was something in my mind that I went, oh, maybe he turned terrible. There's a line where Christian Melody goes, "You've changed," and I thought, oh, he did change. He did change. And now I realize he didn't change at all.
No, he was just put in the right
No, he was always the same asshole. He was always the same prick. And this is the rational, logical endpoint of where this mindset takes you. But when I was younger and I watched it, I did think he changed. I thought, oh, he started out, he wanted to make some money. Obviously, he's a little greedy. He's ambition.
Yeah.
But no, this guy doesn't change.
No.
He's the same money-hungry piss ant from the very beginning. And there is something cautionary there.
Yeah.
There is something in these salesmen that continually come into our lives and almost profit off the hopes of the American dream. I mean, we're not American, but I do find in many ways there's that kind of the same mentality sometimes.
The hustle and grind culture.
Yeah, it has to. It existed everywhere. The American dream is not a distinctly American thing in many ways.
Yeah.
And these salesmen who come and promise because they're these great businessmen that they're going to make you rich, and they promise all these things, and in reality all they want to do is for them and their little fucking moron idiot buddies to take more and more from you and from people because it's about them. And it's about their ego and their narcissism and what they want to eat and who they want to fuck and whatever they can take over that they can possibly take so they can spread their success in front of their little idiot buddies and get praise from their cult that stares at them with this bright light behind them, like the end of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, until they get a slap on the hand.
Until they inevitably get a slap on the hand for the crime they caused. I mean, Belfort is abusive.
Yeah.
He's abusive to
a horrible person.
So many women throughout this movie.
Yeah.
And he has a cult who want to be just like him.
Yeah.
Because if he can make them rich, then they'll excuse the horrors he creates around himself that are merely treated as footnotes. And I'm solely talking about Jordan Belfort here. What a great movie.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
The ensemble.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. When I was writing down all of the people just for notes, all of the people that star in this cast, I'm just like, it's one after another, and we find someone new every single time. Like Steve Madden is Dustin Hoffman's son. Like it's just like it's a completely star-studded cast that are just like, and it feels way more than just like, haha, look who we got to be in this. It's like genuinely like Rob Reiner is coming in and giving a fantastic performance. Like
I love Rob Reiner.
So funny, but like also can provide that like emotional depth that Jordan Belfort can't offer himself because he doesn't feel bad about anything, but you can just see Rob Reiner's face and he has that moment where he's like, you already did it. Like,
he realizes how pathetic his son and his friends are.
Yeah, Mad Max, he's just so funny.
Physical performance as well.
I don't know.
He stands up from The Equalizer and he's almost bawling. Oh my god.
I do think Rob Reiner's probably my favorite of the... Oh no, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill is the best, yeah. But he's glorified lead number 2.
Oh, totally. Was nominated for this performance. Didn't he also take like a big pay cut just because he wanted
Huge pay cut. He worked at minimum.
Yeah, because he wanted to be in a Scorsese movie.
I mean,
which
hey,
same. I do.
Most obvious.
Marty, if you are listening,
Marty, I will start
am
acting.
free on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
If you need a screenwriter for your next movie, please reach out.
He's definitely always looking for.
He's always looking for new people, and Scorsese, he's reached a couple times. He's a big fan of the podcast.
Oh yeah, totally. We're having one soon.
We're a little embarrassed to be talking about one of his movies, so we got to praise it a little more because Marty's watching.
Anyways, Jonah Hill. Absolutely fantastic. He looks crazy. He's like...
I'm pouring some more wine. Sorry for the audio listeners. Keep going.
But he looks insane. He's like... His physical comedy is so good. But just like he gives some of the best just like reactions. Like when he is watching John Bernthal get like arrested, his face as he's driving by is just a riot. Like, he just gives so many great moments. His Steve Madden. And it's just, like, he's so iconic, and he's, like, he's the perfect, like, sidekick for Leo in this. And I do genuinely believe, like, and I think it's a compliment to both of them, I do genuinely believe that they're best friends in this.
Oh, yeah, they're phenomenal.
I kind of, like, hope that, like, they hung out outside of it. Probably not. But, like, genuinely, like, they work so well together in this.
Matthew McConaughey as Mark Hanna. What's that?
Did you know that was unscripted?
Yeah. You know, Tim and Paul was one guy.
Anyways, no, yeah. Matthew McConaughey comes in, tears it up, and then he leaves. He sets just such a great tone for this scene. I mean, for the entire movie. I
always forget those are rookie numbers. You got to get those up. It's about, like, buying and selling stock. It's about jerking off.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's insane. He's genuinely insane, and he's...
Coked out performance.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, he's insane, and it makes, like... I don't know. It sets a really, really good precedent for, like, where is this going? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we're into the absurd
right away.
And it does such a good job at introducing his character, because they do have the, like, guy who's bringing Jordan Belfort into, like, his job on Wall Street, and he's, like, he's really mean to him, he's such a dick, and then, like, Mark Hanna just, like, swoops in as this, just, like, he just glides through life effortlessly, and we find out the way he comes off the way he is because he's just absolutely coked out all the time, and just, like, so insane, and living by, like, these insane standards, and just... Yeah. He's saying, yeah, this is how you should be. You should be just like me. I'm insane. Although, I don't know, that did look like a good martini.
Looked great. Those olives look delicious. That's what I mean, good food in the movie.
I know, the food in the movie, really good.
This is the fastest 3-hour movie ever. Thank you, Thelma. A lot of this is because of so many great scenes and sequences. We have the lunch with Mark Hanna. Mm-hmm. Wake up, you piece of shit, when she's waking him up. Oh, yeah. Splashing him with some water. The terrible time taking Quaaludes.
Oh, God.
The I'm not fucking leaving monologue. Failing to get the boat to Switzerland. Ugh. You can do a small moment like the wedding, the way he dances.
Oh, yeah. I think her waking him up is my favorite scene of the movie, probably.
It's fantastic.
Who's Vienna? Is that the name?
Venice.
Oh, who the fuck is Venice? Like, oh my god.
I used to be able to do that scene, like, word for word with Anthony.
It's so quotable. It's so
I would play the Robbie role.
Yeah, no, the entire thing is so quotable, and... I don't know, like, I love that Robbie scene, but I'm like, I kind of also want to pick a scene that Jonah Hill is in, because the Quaalude sequence is insane. Like, because Jonah Hill...
That's the best part of the movie.
God, so good. Like, it's hilarious, because you're, like, you're dying, because you're like, please get off the phone. Like, you're like, this is the most stressful thing. And
it's the most absurd the movie gets.
It's so absurd, but it's also just, like, you can't help but laugh at, like, when the, like... ham or turkey or whatever comes out of his throat. Like, it's insane. And Margot's so good in that scene.
The cuts to the Popeye cartoon with the spinach and I get the idea.
That's just genius. Yeah. Like, oh my god, it's so good.
Even him crawling. The shots where it's just like, you just hear like crickets in the background and it's just like him at this country club like crawling along the ground.
And then the reveal that like he didn't get home safely. Like,
it's all like a kind of 10 minutes of just flawless filmmaking. I mean, this is 180 minutes of flawless filmmaking. Yeah.
That's like one of the 5 scenes where you're like, how is Jordan Belfort not like...
alive?
Yeah, like genuinely, like, how is he still alive? And why is he walking as a free man? But that's a conversation for another time. But like, yeah, no, genuinely, like, he's just an insane human being, and that is like one of his top 5 moments of just like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. It's insane. Yeah, no, I do think the what? Who? What are you fucking out?
I mean, do you want to do a Margot Robbie impression?
Okay. I don't think we're gonna be friends.
That was better.
Better?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there?
I kind of thought you would.
I kind
of thought you'd be coming in with a heater here. I kind of thought. I thought you'd have a good Robbie impression.
Oh my gosh! It's like the TikTok of the like. Sorry, the voices. Just kidding. That's not what they really said. That's the Suicide Squad one. Good?
Fantastic, yeah. That was
really good.
Okay, do the trivia. Let's end this episode.
Alright.
Oh.
Do you know? Alright, ready? 10 questions. How well do you know Margot Robbie?
Rapid fire.
True or false? Margot Robbie used a portion of her The Wolf of Wall Street paycheck to pay off her mother's house.
True.
What did Margot Robbie take shots of before filming her sex scenes with Leonardo DiCaprio?
What's Australian rum?
Tequila.
I was gonna guess tequila. I changed it up.
How many Oscar nominations does Margot Robbie have in total?
I, Tonya. Barbie producing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an I, Tonya producing sitting around? Was she nominated for Sharon Tate? I'm just gonna go 3.
Yep. And she was nominated for Bombshell. That was the 3rd.
Oh, Bombshell is like one of the worst directed movies ever made. I guess we might have to talk about Bombshell in the I, Tonya episode when we're talking about Robbie as dramatic actress.
Right.
That's a horrific movie. That's a really badly directed movie.
Number 4.
Like, offensively bad.
What iconic costume piece did Robbie get to keep after filming Suicide Squad? A, the sequin shorts. B, the prison jumpsuit. C, the Harley Quinn jacket. D, the Daddy's Little Monster shirt.
All of them. No. What are the options?
Sequin shorts, prison jumpsuit, Harley Quinn jacket.
Jacket. I'm going to go jacket.
Yeah, that's correct. True or false? Margot Robbie is a natural brunette.
False.
True.
Really?
Yeah. She kept dyeing her hair because she was just like easier to sell as a blonde. All right, number 6. What are Margot Robbie's fans called? A, Margies. B, Robbers. C, Go-Go's. D, Harleys.
It's probably Harley's, but I hope it's Robbers.
It's Robbers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What Disney princess live action film did Margot Robbie audition for?
Live action? Fuck, what have they made? Who are the blonde princesses? Is there a blonde princess?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't made a Rapunzel.
She auditioned for Tangled? Was your guess?
Well, no, they haven't made live action Tangled.
What Disney princess film did she audition for?
Oh, Tangled?
No, Cinderella.
Oh! What blonde princess is there?
Maybe
who
the
plays
iconic one.
it? Who plays her?
Lily James.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kenneth Branagh directs that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw that in theaters.
Huh.
All right. What designer fashion brand is Margot Robbie an ambassador for?
Oh, fuck. I never know these. Okay, name them.
I don't have options for you.
Oh, shit. Armani.
Chanel. Margot Robbie hosted SNL in 2016 with which musical guest? A, The Weeknd. B, Billie Eilish. C, Dua Lipa. D, Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
The Weeknd.
Fuck.
And last question, true or false, Margot Robbie learned how to do a triple axel for her role in I, Tonya?
No.
That's correct, it's false. So you got...
All of them right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 out of 10.
Best I've ever done.
Pretty good.
Best I've ever done.
You, Marno.
Oh, boy.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I'd like to thank the fans.
Yeah, how many did you get
My Marty, who's listening. Jordan
got
Belfort,
10.
who's listening. He's got nothing better going on. Just this shitty fucking Instagram reels.
Oh my god.
I see them at least once a month.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes I check up on them.
So sad.
Yeah, fuck it. What a pathetic.
What a sad
What a pathetic dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's been Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe the best movie we ever cover on the podcast.
Yeah, fantastic.
There are very few
Go
movies that I like more than this one.
Yeah.
Unless we do like, I don't know, my big 3: Goodfellas, Eyes Wide Shut, Chinatown.
Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde, if we ever did that. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, if we ever did that.
Mm-hmm.
If we did Leo, Titanic might be a bit better. I don't know. This is like a top 20 all time for me.
Yeah.
If we did Citizen Kane, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Orson Welles series. When?
If we did Clueless, you know.
That's a great.
Very few movies are better. No, this has been a great episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on your podcast.
Hey, no worries. Carved the time out for.
Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out this podcast as always.
They've already listened to the very end of it. Rate, review, subscribe.
Shout out to shout out to Sabrina Carpenter. Honestly,
Real.
No one's doing it like you, girl.
Real.
Love you. You're my queen.
As Silas said, go stream the Muppet Show.
Go stream the Muppet Show with Sabrina Carpenter. She absolutely kills it. Love you, girl.
I mean, if we still do the Muppet question like we did in the early episodes,
Ooh.
this is Muppet Movie with Leo as the one human.
Yeah, I think so. Who's Jonah Hill? What Muppet is that? Gonzo, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Gonzo is Jonah Hill in this.
Or you could do it like Kyle Chandler's the one human.
Yeah, and then like honestly, Kermit is Jordan Belfort.
No, Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie Bear's too wholesome.
No, they've all got a bit of an edge.
Yeah, they do. They're dirty.
I think Fozzie Bear would be my pick.
You think
She's
so?
snazzy. Wears a tie.
Yeah, but Naomi's Miss Piggy. That's the problem.
Mm.
You figure out who Kermit is based on who Miss Piggy is.
Okay. Well, that's been the Coyote Picture Club.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, tune in next week for the Suicide Squad.
I'm exhausted. I was worried this was going to be a phone-in episode, but I feel like we locked in on
I
this.
think we absolutely slayed, and I have nothing to thank but the Gabbiano red wine.
Okay. If you're watching this when it's released, it's like 1 a.m. Go to bed.
Bye, guys.
Go to bed. Good night. Bye. I'm going to bed.